Hey, welcome back to another video. Now today we finna be reacting to my man Bernie Sanders. Everybody is corrupt but you. Bernie Sanders and RFK Jr. have unthinkable clash during hearing. I want to see this because it's actually pretty interesting. But Bernie Sanders is the shit, so we're gonna hop right into this. No time to waste. Let's go.
President Trump, who I don't usually agree with, called COVID vaccines, quote, one of the greatest miracles in the history of modern-day medicine that saved tens of millions of lives worldwide. Scientific community agrees with Trump. Lancet study found that it prevented almost 20 million deaths during their first year of use. Secretary Kennedy, are President Trump and the medical community right, or do you still believe that the COVID vaccine was, quote, the deadliest vaccine ever made?
Oh, shit.
First of all, I didn't say that. Oh, I said that in...
Oh, shit. Okay, this is about to be hilarious. Because this guy is an advocate denier of vaccines and shit. He is part of one of the biggest push in the opposite side where people were not with the vaccine. So I really want to see what this motherfucker about to say.
In terms of affairs reports, a while ago, I said today, I think that President Trump should get the Nobel Prize.
So who's right? Is Trump and the medical community right, or are you right?
President Trump did an extraordinary piece of leadership.
Is he right or wrong? Did COVID save millions of lives?
Straight to the point. Let's go.
As I said, he got Americans back to work. At that time, that particular vaccine was perfectly matched.
Oh, he's sugar dancing. Don't be over here dancing, man. Answer the question. Was he right or was he wrong? You're saying that he was wrong for what he was saying. Let's talk about it. Let's get it out, boy.
It was circulating then. And I have no idea how many lives it saved, but it saved quite a few.
You know what I find a little bit weird in this discussion,
I agree.
I'm hearing it over and over again.
Get him, Bernie.
Mr. Chairman. You've got the entire medical community on one side. You got the AMA representing hundreds of thousands of doctors, the American Academy of Pediatrics, the American Public Health Association. All of these organizations are telling us that COVID vaccine and vaccines in general are safe and effective. You are casting doubt on that. Who are your who are the organizations that are agreeing with you and casting aspersions on vaccines?
The primary advisors are Marty McCary, Jay Bhattacharya, Dr. Oz, Vinay Prasad.
So you got a few doctors who agree with you. I'm giving you
not a few doctors. What you're talking about is there's a big difference, Senator, between established science and the scientific establishment, which has been co-opted by the pharmaceutical industry.
So you're telling the American people that the American Medical Association, representing hundreds of thousands of people, have been co-opted and that they should not trust their doctors.
Exactly. You see, like that kind of shit right there. I love what Bernie is doing right now. That kind of shit right there is stuff that we really need to start talking about. We are acting as if experts aren't experts. And through that, we are getting a bunch of false and misinformation passed to the public. And it's costing lives in a sense, you know? We have experts for a reason. We have people go to school to learn things for a reason. You can't be standing up here at the podium saying one thing is wrong, one thing's not. It's either something is right or something is wrong. Bernie is calling him out because Bernie understood that vaccines were important at the time. It was a factor within the whole situation with COVID. He understood that. So this JFK dude, oh man, like I know a lot about him. I've been reading up a lot about him, but yeah, he is. This is Bernie is on his ass right now, and I like this. Get him, Bernie.
Pediatrics, and by the way, just for the record, every single Republican, I don't mean to be political here, Mr. Chairman, has received PAC money from the pharmaceutical industry. Are they all corrupt as well?
And I'm telling you, the American Heart Association has been co-opted by the food
Everybody but you, Senator, but you don't.
Oh, this is getting good. Listen to what he just said. Every Republican has taken money from Big Pharma too. So the people that were passing information about COVID being it was mostly Republicans. It was mostly Republican type candidates in the conservative area. People were passing that kind of knowledge, right? Are the same people that support the Republicans that were buying into those that were getting money getting money from Big Pharma for their campaign contributions. I just want you to think about that. That's the deepest thing you could ever hear out of this entire conversation. The same people who claim to be fighting the system are grabbing money from the system in some way, shape, or form, which is okay. You know, however you want to be Machiavellian in this world, be Machiavellian in this world. It's just interesting to hear it out loud when somebody calls it out. Bernie is definitely a candidate that I know people have their issues with, because he says democratic socialists and people who are against the term socialism, whatever. But Bernie is definitely somebody that I truly believe is for the people and against the establishment of big money and big problems. Big money. I'm just saying big money. I said big problems, but I just wanted to add that word in because it sounds good.
You know what? When you ran for president, we have a corrupt campaign finance system. Maybe you'll agree with me on that. Okay, you were already president, you had $1.5 billion behind it. You received $300,000 from people, not from the industry, people in it, as I did, from individuals. You corrupt. President Trump got $3 million. Every Republican got corporate PAC money for the pharmaceutical industry. Democrats as well. Everybody is corrupt, but you? Is that what we're looking at? I don't think so. And I think the issue
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, I think you do know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The issue is every time anyone...
Are you saying the pharmaceutical industry was supporting my presidential campaign?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the pharmaceutical industry is a greedy institution which is charging us the highest prices in the world. They are pervasive. But to suggest that every institution, the AMA, the pediatrics people, is corrupt because they disagree with you is an insult to
It's not that people disagree with me all the time. I have arguments in my agency, heated arguments every day with Jay Bhattacharya, with Marty McCary, with Dr. Oz.
You have given the names of a few people. I have given you the names of organizations representing hundreds of thousands of doctors and scientists. I yield, Mr. President. Senator.
Yeah, because you can't call everybody corrupt. That is the new spiel for everybody. Call everybody corrupt, and maybe you can get people to come to your side just because you're saying everybody is corrupt. And that's the problem. That's the problem with the political landscape in America right now. It's a consistent push on who's corrupt, who's not corrupt, but the facts are being ignored. A lot of facts are just being completely ignored. And what Bernie just said was incredible. He didn't even just call out the Republicans. He called out the Democrats as well. He said, you all collected money from this system, all of you. And you collected money too, JFK. I'm sorry, I said JFK. RFK, you collected money too. So are you corrupt as well? Are you? And they're not going to answer that. You know what I mean? Because he knows, yeah. But it's interesting, like every day we figure out that something is holding the cards for us in some way, I'm not really against it though. I mean, if you do whatever you got to do to become successful, I mean, I would back the super PACs as long as I know that they're actually helping people. You know what I mean? Anyways, though, I'm out, y'all. Peace.